And so these lenses represent belief systems. Men can't be trusted. Women should stay at home. You must work hard for money. All of those things. Anybody remember this? Everybody put your hands out. Bring them together. Out. Together. Out. Together. How did your thumb, whichever thumb is on top, how did it get there? Did you think about it? Or were you just right thumb on top? Right? Or left thumb. I'm sorry, Ken, I'm wrong. It should always be left thumb. If you're in the house and the pastors have the left thumb up, everybody should have your left thumb up. Okay. See? Y'all are Twinkies. Look at this. Y'all are meant for each other. It's proven scientifically all left thumbers should mate and marry. Right? Or marry then mate. And so, here we go. So whichever way. Now, bring your hands out and get the other thumb on top. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. All right, now that just feels weird, doesn't it? Now they need marriage counseling now because their thumbs are all messed up, right? And so we have all of these automatic programs. Some of them aren't as complicated as or benign as the thumb deal. Some of them are more important, like you have to work hard for money, or women should stay at home, or men can't be trusted. And those belief systems begin to form our map. You see, if I have a belief that women can't be trusted, what do all you women look like to me? Untrustworthy. Are you? And all the women said, no. But to me, you're green. You're really whatever color you are. But to me, you're untrustworthy green Martians. Right? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, right? See, this is how it works, right? And so that's the idea of belief systems, and oftentimes they don't serve us. Next slide. So what we're going to do is, what do you see here? Tell me, what do you see? Quick, quick, quick. What do you see? Who sees the Mexican guys yet? Betsy's like, Mexican guys? Oh, is that two old people, or is it two Mexican people singing to each other? How many of you do not see the Mexican people? Be honest. Look at the faces. Look at the elbows, or the noses or the elbows of the people. The hats are the eyebrows. The faces, the eyes of the old people are the faces. Do you see them? See? Foot, elbow, elbow, face, hat. You see it? Belt is the mouth. Guitar. See, here's my point. Still can't see it. What if your destiny required you to see it?
I would be in trouble.
You would be in trouble. How many of you know sometimes some people saw it right away? Some people saw the Mexicans. Who saw the Mexicans right away? Who saw the old people right away? But is it the same thing to all of us? Yes or no? Is it just an image? Did I change the image on the people who saw the Mexicans, and did I change the image on the people who saw the old people? No. And guys, again, this is a benign exercise, but what if your destiny required you to see the other thing? But for some reason, your brain is filtering out a portion of the information that is right before your very eyes. Do you think your lenses, I'll send it home with you. And you're not the only one, you're just vocal. It's not, well, bingo, let's stop and park right there. Bad?
Yes.
Why is that bad?
Because I can't see it.
But why would you say that's bad?
Because everybody else is seeing it except me.
So you need to do what everybody else needs to do.
Well,
or it's bad.
Something is wrong with me then.
Something is wrong with me then. So when other people are getting something that I'm not getting and the pressure's on, the voice in my head is telling me there must be something wrong with me. And how many of you want to do something or go somewhere where you feel like something may be wrong with you? Usually we stop at that point and start backing up and feeling uncomfortable. But what if that destiny is breaking through that level of lie?
Something wrong with my brain?
You're a special case, Betsy, and I'm going to have to charge more. And so let's take this outside. There's nothing wrong with you. And that was really the point I was drilling at. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you.
So why do some people can't see?
Some people see things. Well, I can't hear music. My wife's like, I can't. Guys, tomorrow morning I will be watching you. Okay, there we go. I have to watch to see where everybody's clapping. And then I start getting the music, and and then I get off. I'm like, oh, and then I have to look again. Oh, and then I'm back at it. I cannot. But I'm not bad. I just don't have a musical ear at all, you know. And so I'm not bad because of it. You see, that's what we call an agreement. Write that down. The lies that the enemy tells us, if he can get us to agree with it, we go into covenant with the enemy. It's an agreement. If I don't get it, I'm bad. How many of you want to feel bad? So when it starts to get confusing, what will you normally do? Back away. Do you think it might get confusing a little bit on your way to destiny in an unknown area? Yes or no? But if you have an agreement that I'm a bad person, if I don't get it and I don't want to feel bad every time it gets confusing, what are you going to do? Back up. In Jesus' name, I'm blessed, I'm rich, I got businesses, and I got to file taxes. I got to file my corporate papers to start the business. Ooh, I feel bad because I don't get it with the accountant, and maybe next week. I thought you were blessed. God said you had a business. The prophet told you to start the business, but you hit a level of confusion. You didn't want to feel bad, look stupid, so you kept putting it off. Because you have an agreement that if I don't get it right out of the gate, I must be bad. Bingo. Green. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Betsy, thank you for that example. You're not bad. I'm not bad because I don't hear music. Yeah. Well, we'll do the Betsy seminar later. Okay, next slide. All right, I want you to focus on that. What's happening when you look at the center of the circle on the left? It's moving. Does it move to you? Now, some people it does, and you're not bad if it doesn't. But if you look at all those circles and just stare and don't blink, they may start moving on you. Why? Because your brain, when it sees certain patterns, wants to fill in the blank. Your brain wants to fill in gaps, and something that looks like that should be moving. So for some people, some of the bad people, it doesn't. Some of the bad people, it doesn't work. But for some people, it moves. And it's a little bit harder on this monitor if you had it printed out or on whatever. But how many of you it's moving? And this isn't a right or wrong, but how many of you, if you stare at it, it's moving? Okay, if you stare at it long enough. Some people not. You're not bad. It's just an optical illusion. Next slide. What do you see? An Indian. What do you see? Ah, she saw both of them. Woo! You're not bad. We proved it. Right? How many of you see the Eskimo? And how many of you see the Indian? All right? So your brain fills in gaps. Those are just lines. Now get this, guys. And we're going to move on here in just a second. How do you know? What makes you think that's an Eskimo? What makes you think it's an Indian? Exactly. Now let's take a level down. Why does your brain, looking at a black and white image, think that's an Indian and or an Eskimo? Because it's a recognizable pattern based on a stereotype of what Indians look like and a stereotype of what Eskimos look like. If that was not already programmed into your brain, you would say black and white shapes. So what patterns are already burnt into your brain that need to be there, and what patterns, stereotypes, and prejudgments are in your brain that shouldn't? That's part of what we're exploring. Next slide.